Is it possible to make a winning Defect deck that doesn't rely on orbs or focus in general? It's not easy, but there are a few ways. Greetings, choose. So I got Transform, Snipe, 3 fights, 7 max health for remove 2, or Ye Old Boss Swap. And I'm sure there will be some boss swappers. Defect boss swappers are having a pretty good time in general. That said, is a boss swap as good as a remove 2? I'm not sure. Act 1 boss is Guardian, which definitely makes me want to remove 2 strikes. I tend to feel like Defect wants to remove all of their strikes immediately, and that has led me astray sometimes. But if you can turn it into a coherent, fully upgraded small deck, then you can get a lot of good stuff to happen. So I'm going to take, let's say, 4 fights along the way to this rest site. At this rest site, we can evaluate, are we able to fight an elite? Or are we not? Then we can go left or right. In either case, we get to a shop later in the act, which can remove a card. Given that I'm starting with a remove 2, I'd love to pay for a 3rd remove this act. And I'd love to fight this elite for sure, or this one. These will be easy to deal with. The first elite could be tough. If we remove 2 strikes and we don't get good added damage, I won't be able to fight this elite, because we could be too short on attacks for Gremlin Nub. I don't think that's going to stop me from removing 2 strikes, though. I could remove 1 strike, 1 defend. But will I? I don't think so. I don't think so. What is the best remove 2 by character? Watcher removes 2 defends. I think Defect removes 2 strikes. For Ironclad and Silent, more likely you want to remove 1 and 1. 1 strike, 1 defend. Remove 2 strikes on Ironclad can be okay. Remove 2 strikes on Silent is a bad idea. If you remove 2 strikes on Silent, you end up with way too many hands that have no damage. And you could take very, very significant damage as early as the Jawworm fight, or even the Cultist fight. So you put yourself in immediate danger by removing 2 on Silent. Removing 2 strikes on Silent. One might even argue for remove 2 defends on Silent. I have to draw a strike, dual cast, zap to get a kill next turn. We definitely play 1 defend here. I'm wondering whether we play 1 more. Or if it's more correct to strike. I think it's more correct to defend here. Next turn I double defend zap. The only bad draw is... Oh, no, we got the zap, strike, dual cast. Even better. I was going to say the worst draw would have been triple defend, zap, dual cast. Because... then I can't dual cast properly. But that's fine. We're offered Capacitor, Recursion, Beam Cell. Beam Cell is a nice little damage card on Defect. I like it, even though we've removed 2 strikes. Roofs have already saved health. That's a good sign. This is definitely too early to take a Capacitor. You have to be able to at least fill the orb slots you already have before Capacitor can do anything. We can't do that yet, so it's just adding a power for later that does nothing now, and that's the opposite of what you want in Act 1. Gripped Alert. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. I had everything set up, and then I had to reboot a second time. Before stream started, and it got me. There we are. That's right, Beam Cell is the only vulnerable on Defect. Hashtag YOLO Swag City, thanks for the Prime sub and the 10 months. Please enjoy your ad-free viewing experience. As always, one of the best benefits of subbing on Twitch. But will we enjoy our Jawworm fighting experience? Probably. I think it'd be foolish to not play Zap here. We absolutely have to get that extra damage per turn against this enemy, as they buff strength on a regular basis, because they are a jerk. Ouch. Guess I'll take 2 more then. Still, 4 health to Jawworm is definitely a good result overall. We get a Swift Potion for immediate card draw. Ooh, and a Chill is a really nice orb-generating card. I definitely am inclined to grab a Sweeping Beam to add some additional early damage. I like it alongside the Beam Cell. And it would make a good early upgrade. But I might take the Chill over that. Chill is 0-cost orb generation, more orbs if there's more enemies, meaning it could really help us out in some of the dangerous fights of Act 1 here. It's a good answer to the 3 sentries if we run into them. Earthworm Ed, thanks for the Prime sub in the 2 months. Yeah, sometimes Frost is really hard to find. I'm going to go with Chill over Sweeping Beam, which does leave us at an early damage deficit-ish. But we still have 1 more card reward before things get difficult. And Cleric is here, who I'm actually very happy to see, offering us another card remove. This time, I think I will remove 1 defend, because we do need 2 strikes, at least in the short term. We will take a remove here. The more starter cards we can remove, the better. Yamausa, thanks for the 36 months. And then if we get past Gremlinob later in the act, we can remove a strike then, before Guardian. But for now, I'm going to remove a defend. Further shrink the deck down. Have a good day. Only 10 cards in the deck, as of this moment, which is pretty cool, considering we've added a couple already. How high is the upgrade priority on Zap and Dual Cast? I think not that high at the moment. What is my first upgrade? Ideally, I'm upgrading one of the cards I'm about to pick up, actually. We should be looking for cards that have a better upgrade than Zap and Dual Cast. I'm actually kind of glad this one didn't die, because now I get 2 Frost Orbs. I can just kill it with Beam Cell. Or, I guess, with Strike. Let me Beam Cell strike this one. Take 3, win the fight. Not bad. Alright, give me a decent upgrade. Perfect. Okay, Sweeping Beam is back, and I'll happily take it. It's also not a bad barrage. Damage per channeled orb. This is up to 12 or upgraded 18 to 1 target, making it a really good single target elimination card. That said, I think we want to secure more AoE, and I really like the draw 1 on the Sweeping Beam. So I'm going to grab the Sweeping Beam here. And some Bigfoot. Thanks for the hundo bits. Appreciate you. We might also need the Sweeping Beam immediately for this fight. I wouldn't say that's exactly what we need, but it's definitely here to help. Let's see. Beam Cell Strike would be 21 damage. Put you to 7. Next turn, they'll both attack me for 11. Or if I kill one, it'll be for 16. I could block with triple defend, chill. Let's go Beam Cell Strike here. Kill one. Then I can go double defend, chill. Take a little bit more here. Could use our potion to block 4, but I think that'd be an egregious waste of this potion. Bardo44, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. 11 gold and another card reward. Heat Sinks and Skim offer card draw. I guess Heat Sinks doesn't really offer card draw. Ball Lightning offers upfront damage and a Lightning Orb for more damage. And I think Ball Lightning is definitely going to help us with the upcoming elite here. If we want to get past Gremlinob or Lagavulin, we're going to need a bit more damage than this. Skim is definitely tempting long term, but right now we have nothing to skim into, unless we started upgrading Zap and Dual Cast. I think we're a few upgrades away from Skim being any real good here. But yeah, Skim do be saying Skim on it, though. But that's okay. We don't need Skim, because you know what? We already removed all of our starting cards. And that's like having Skim all the time. Give me a Ball Lightning. We're going to upgrade Sweeping Beam first. More damage to each enemy. Crucially, this gets us through this 3 Sentries fight just fine. And it's also basically our best damage option against single targets. Although Beam Cell would perhaps be better against Laga/Nob. We'll upgrade the Beam Cell. Can I really pass Laga and Nob now? Well, Lagavulin will be easier than you might think. Nob, on the other hand, could be a real challenge. But I think with the potion, we should be good here. We can get our Lightning Orbs out very early, quite reliably, and look at that. We're not fighting Lago or Gremlinob, so we get through this the easy way with all of the benefits besides. Perfect. How tightly balanced are the gold reward ranges? Do you think it would significantly change anything if there was a bit less variance there? I don't think so. I think they already clamped the minimum and maximum enough such that you, for the most part, are always getting a pretty consistent amount of money. It is possible in extreme circumstances to be, 100 gold different from run to run across an act, just within the variance, but it's really unlikely that you see that. So I think they did a pretty good job. If you wanted it to be perfectly balanced, you could just make it a guaranteed amount of money that drops. But they decided not to do that. Alright, let's get our 3 orbs, and yes, we even hit the front one twice. We get a kill this turn as well. What a great turn. What a really good turn. What a really good fight. Easy fight, easy life. With 3 Frost Orbs in play, we take a maximum of 4 damage per turn. And probably not even that. As long as we draw 1 defend, then nothing is lost. Probably worth it to play the Ball Lightning here. Right? Yeah, I think so. Speed this fool's demise a bit quicker. Did we really perfect this fight? Looks like we did. Spicy. Oh my, and Pocket Watch is the first relic. This is quite a run. If we play 3 or fewer cards during our turn, we'll draw 3 additional cards at the start of the next turn. On Ironclad, I consider this to be one of the strongest relics in the game. On Defect, maybe not quite that good, but really good. Really, really good. I'm going to pair that with a Hologram, letting me fetch any card from the discard pile. Good reason to upgrade Zap, or arguably Beam Cell. This is also good against Guardian. And I'd like to add an actual block card to this deck. Hopefully we'll get a Charge Battery, or Equilibrium, or Steam Barrier, or something. I'll even take a leap from one of these 2 combats. Let's get that Beam Cell upgraded, too. Let's do it. Alright, we have Big Chest containing Blue Candle, huh? Unplayable curse cards can be played. While there are some uses for the blue candle, even on Defect, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that we want the blue candle here. Yeah, more like blue key, indeed. And indeed, it's definitely bad with the pocket watch, because it does count as one of our card plays. So I guess we'll take it. Thank you for not hurting me on turn 1, Mr. Slime. Let me show you why that was a mistake. I'm going to go Ball Lightning, Sweeping Beam, and then hopefully Ball Lightning again. No. Dual Cast then. Split at 13 is pretty good. Nice little fight there. Core Surge. 11 damage, 1 artifact, exhaust. Core Surge sets us up to slam click on a Bias Cognition if we see one. Does pretty good damage up front, too. Streamline could be very strong in a deck like this. Don't sleep on Streamline here. We have a Beam Cell to amplify its damage. We can draw it lots with the Pocket Watch. We have a Hologram to play it again. That's an extremely good Streamline. But I'll take a Core Surge. I will definitely take a Core Surge. No weaken for me, please. Get zip-zapped. We've had first Sweeping Beam, yes, but what about second Sweeping Beam? Do I want another Sweeping Beam? Not really, huh? Could go for the Burning Elite if I wanted to. We'd lose out on the shop and the extra upgrade. That's actually tempting. Compile Driver is okay here. That's true. Compile Driver is okay. I do kind of like adding the second Sweeping Beam. You know what? I'll do it. Any beamers? In Twitch chat. If you're surprised by the beam choice, just wait until we get to Act 2. It should make itself apparent why we did this. Suppose I play Core Surge, even though that means not pocket watching. Might have wanted to consider Power Potion in this fight, too. We still could, I suppose. 70% potion chance. I don't really feel the need, though. Let's do 16, get that artifact. Yeah, I was kind of worried about something like this happening. Could use the Swift Potion, or we could just dish out the damage and try to kill it next turn. Kind of okay with that. Yeah. Seems fine. We get Tori, reducing unblocked attack damage from 5 to 1. 2 relics so far, 2 rare relics is pretty exciting. Scrape is here, Stack is here, Double Energy are here. No luck. Don't think I'll take any of those. Did we complete the Ironclad Streak Challenge? We did not finish it, no. We might do a little bit more Ironclad action this week, but I'm going to be taking next week off. I won't be here, as full disclosure. And then once I return after next week, I do plan on switching to attempts at the Silent, seeing how we can do with her. Pretty happy with what we accomplished so far on Ironclad. We will be back to the Ironclad, just to be clear. I'm not giving up on the challenge entirely, just simply refocusing myself here. So I wasn't necessarily expecting to get all 4 characters in 1 year, for example. Am I going to be traveling for the eclipse? Yes. Yeah, there's an area of totality within a few hours of me, so we're definitely going to be I'm definitely going to be taking some time off and going to see it. Yeah, I said we there like I'm talking about the stream. Like we're all going. No, Twitch chat, you're invited. No, you're not invited, Twitch chat, I'm afraid. Hotels are booked? I bet. I made accommodations over a year in advance for this. Why am I keeping you all in the dark? That's the whole point. This whole thing is about getting to be in the dark for 5 minutes. Do I want to duplicate anything? I could duplicate Sweeping Beam. What character will I play next on this stream? Ironclad. I'm eyeing Master of Strategy here as a draw engine for the deck. We want card remove, though. No, what about Streamline? There's the Streamline I wanted. What if I go card remove Streamline? UltiNG, thanks for the Prime sub and the 17 months. You're welcome for the infotainment. Ever any reason to go scales here? It's decent damage, especially with Tori. Good for the boss fight, too. And we can afford scales alongside the striker move, right? Yeah, we could. So this is a reasonable time to pick up bronze scales for damage over Streamline. Can always just pick up a Streamline. Although we won't have it for Guardian. I won't need it for Guardian with the bronze scales. Could also save money. Having money on Defect can be a very important thing. I do like bronze scales a lot on this character. Alright, let's try the scales out. I'll still take a Streamline if I see one. But I wanted to upgrade Hologram here anyway. Streamline just falls off so hard by the end of Act 2? Hard disagree. If your Streamline is falling off, that just means you need to play it more often. Beam cell, right. So, Hollow Ball Lightning. Staying at 3 cards played for Pocket Watch here. And this turn is going to be Chill, Defend, Hologram, Defend. Maybe we should have played Beam Cell there, actually, taking a bit of damage. I think we're fine. Guardian's multi-attack barely does anything to us. We could even use the opportunity to dish out some more damage here. We probably should. Block 1. Alright, finally we can Beam Cell. No Pocket Watch this turn, but next turn, yes. Go Ball Lightning. Hologram. Still take nothing. Still draw 8. And I actually only drew 2 blocks on this turn, so we'll take a bit more here. But again, draw 8 next turn. And already you can see the Guardian's almost perished here. So we are easily in control of this fight. Just outright kill you? I think so. Yeah, you died to Thorns. Deal 1. GG. GG, Guardian. Hyper Beam, huh? Cute. Oh, Hyper Beam. If I didn't have 2 upgraded Sweeping Beams, you would look a lot more attractive here. But we already have the AoE thing sort of solved, so I don't need Hyper Beam, even though it does go nicely with the Core Surge. Boofer looks pretty alright. Preventing the next time we would lose health. Upgrades to be 2. Really good against a number of enemies in Act 2. Rainbow, meanwhile, is a bunch of orbs all at the same time. That's not too bad. Not too good, necessarily, either. I think I'd rather take the Boofer. Just take the beam, then take the Black Star. Then kill everything. It's that easy. I'll take the Boofer. Any need for a Cultist Potion? I don't think so. Interesting. Frozen Core and Inserter both being offered here. Inserter gives us extra orb slots. Frozen Core says if you end your turn with any empty orb slots, channel Frost automatically. To Defect specific. Very appropriate for the seed, actually. Hello, world. I don't think this is Frozen Core either. I think for Frozen Core, we'd have had to take the Capacitor we saw in Act 1, which is a stupid choice. So I don't know why you would do it, but it would pay off somewhat with Frozen Core. I'm pretty happy with more energy here. Spire devs are Factorio players? Oh yeah, definitely a deliberate Factorio reference, the Inserter. But I'm eyeing Coffee Dripper. We don't have any healing yet, but we do have Buffer. And we do have Pocket Watch, and I think these 2 things will make it relatively easy for us to avoid damage. We also don't have very many strikes, which also makes it more easy for us to avoid damage. Love to see it, Asuki. Love to see it. For what it's worth, the early Capacitor pick might well work out on this seed. Would I rather this last strike now become a defend? Yes, I think so. We'll probably just remove it as soon as we can. Although I'm kind of poor at the moment. Spent all my money on bronze scales. Let's go Coffee Dripper. And we're fighting the champ. Let's see here. How do we feel about this act? We're scared. Is what we are. Just a bit. The deck would love a Go for the Eyes, and then Book of Stabbing is way less scary. Overall, my single target damage isn't the best, but Bronze Scales is here to help. If only I had Streamline. I think my path wants to look something like this. Get lots of upgrades. What do we still need to upgrade? Buffer for sure. Honestly, we could think about Ball Lightning even. And I'd like to pick up a block card and upgrade that. Factorio came out after Spire. And maybe if you're tracking the 1.0 releases. Factorio was in early access for a really long time. So long. So long. Jeff RPG, thanks for the 5 months. You're welcome for the content. Is our damage enough for the elites? Trust in Sweeping Beam, my child. Also, yikes. could Beam Cell Ball Lightning one of them. Or I could draw more cards next turn. I want to draw more cards next turn. I'm going to end the turn there. Take 3. Bronze Scales do most of the work here. Alright, let the beaming commence. Buffer the big hit. Actually, no, don't even buffer it. Just kill this nerd. This bird nerd. That worked out. We took 3, but that's not so bad. I'm going to grab a second copy of Chill. Love when this card has more than one use. And we can fill up the orb slots extra fast if we need to. That's the kind of card that can really help us against the elites of Act 2. Vinuse, thanks for the 53 months. The surprisingly not prime number. And Ethrail, thanks for the prime sub and the 5 months. What is the best character to take Spoon on? I think it's Defect. Defect has a lot of powerful one-time use cards, like Core Surge, like Chill, like Seek. How would I feel about an event that lets me remove Exhaust from a card? We saw that, I think, in the Biomes mod. Not here. Yeah, we saw that in the Biomes mod, and I think it was pretty cool. There's definitely ways to really abuse it, but I think that's what Spire's about sometimes anyway. Thank you. I should be able to break Pocket Watch here. Let's go Beam Cell, Core Surge, Zap. Or actually, Dual Cast. Deal that damage up front. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out too, chat. 53 is a prime number. The sub wasn't, though, so I think that was the intended message. A non-prime sub for a prime number. But I, too, was confused. I was like, wait, what are the factors of... How do you factorialize that? I, too, was got. Alright, you're dead next turn. Stinky Avocado. That was a really good Swift motion. Thank you, Buffer. I wanted a half-decent block card. Reinforced Body is that card. Gain 7 or upgraded 9 block X times. And this is particularly good because it allows us to block for a ton while only counting as 1 card for Pocket Watch. Really good find. Gives us a good reason to pick up a Chemical X relic if we see one. And we meet the Augmenter, a man with an eye patch and a devilish grin strides up to us. I'm half tempted to get Jax, or rather to transform 2 from... Let me start that over again. I'm half tempted to take the relic. Half tempted to take everything, apparently. I'm half tempted to take the relic because our sweeping beams with +3 strength would do so much more damage on turn 1. Oh, and we might be able to keep it with Core Surge. But we're stuck with a draw of 5, unfortunately. Transform 2 is A-okay. I would transform Strike and, I guess, Defend into 2 random cards, which could be really good. That is a tempting mutagenic strength, though. I think that would help us out a lot in the elite fight coming up. Get rid of Zap? I like Zap. Butner, thanks for the 5 months of support. Zap is good damage. I will go for a Transform too. Let's see what we get here. 1 strike, 1 defend. Boot Sequence Hyper Beam. I guess Hyper Beam is joining us after all. Well, those elites are getting in for a hard time. Really like Boot Sequence here to help keep our Coffee Dripper health intact and to set us up for drawing with the pocket watch. Oh, what a great turn one. We can go chill, boot sequence, reinforced body. Let me go Core Surge here. Then Sweeping Beam. Actually, let's go Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam. Hologram, Beam Cell. I can play Ball Lightning. Next turn we have Buffer. No matter what. Get swept. Skim with a plus. Yes. I will take the skim with a plus. Why wouldn't I? And we'll upgrade Buffer. We could upgrade Hyper Beam for a lot more AoE damage, but do we really need a lot more AoE damage? I don't think we do. We already have so much. Let's put that to the test. Here's Gremlin Leader. By Hyper Beam, I lose all my focus right away. Let's Hollow Sweeping Beam. Although that didn't actually kill the wizard here, did it? I would like to draw more cards. We're going to be able to double chill next turn, probably. I think this is actually fine. Hit me for 1, Mad Gremlin. I'm going to convince myself this is actually fine, even though it's definitely not fine. It is definitely fine. Okay, we did actually get Buffer. Cool. Well, get wrecked then. And then we can go Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam, Hyper Beam, draw 8. Hologram, Hyper Beam, finish with Core Surge. Nice. Now we have Omamori blocking our next 2 curses. That blue candle was definitely a good skip. Strength Potion's going to be nice. And here's Streamline, come back from the grave to apologize. I want it. Yeah, that should be the last damage card we need. For what? To kill Champ. Believe it or not. To kill Champ. Does Core Surge prevent the focus down from Hyper Beam? Yep. For 1 cast only, of course, but yes. Max Health is cool. Maybe I go for that Burning Elite after all. Instead of being a scaredy pants, what if I do this? Not so bad, Andy. Thanks for the 34 months of support. Maybe I should be scared. Yeah, maybe. Could be Max Health Slavers, could be Max Health Book of Stabbing. Those are definitely a bit scary. I think my upgrade does want to be reinforced body here. How's it going, GBA? Thanks for the 100 bits. Any recs for who to beat the single relic achievement with? I would recommend Watcher or Defect. Playing without relics means playing without boss relics, and that means you have to make energy from your cards. And Defect and Watcher both have the best cards that make energy, so you can still build a very effective deck without relying on energy relics to provide the actual energy for you. This Burning Elite definitely could hurt me quite a lot. I have so many good answers, though. I'm feeling confident. I think I can do this. Okay, it is Strength Slavers. That's a little spooky. But it really doesn't seem that bad. Let's see. Turn 1, Hyper Beam, Reinforced Body, Boot Sequence. We block 28. So I still take some. And then I draw a whole bunch of cards. I'm sure this is fine, actually. Just going to use a Strength Potion this turn. Probably not the Power Potion in this fight. My hope is that I can just finish them next turn with little loss of life here. Don't like that we're getting weakened on turn 1, but I guess we'd take more damage if it was the other option, so whatever. That doesn't really do any damage, huh? It's fine. Their beam. This does give me 2 block. And then we hologram beam cell and I take 1. Yeah, we hologram beam cell and I take 1. But I could have taken a little bit less, actually. I could have taken 0 here, I believe. If I played chill first. No biggie, though. We're out of this fight. That wasn't so bad as far as burning elites go. Now we have a Happy Flower. Now we have an Emerald Key. Now we have a Flex Potion. And if we want, there's Doom and Gloom or Charge Battery. I do like the Charge Battery quite a bit. I don't think that I need the Dark Orb for Champ. Although I do plan on using the Power Potion for Champ. That might make things a bit easier. Do we even need cards? Arguably, no. Let's hit the leader here. Can't kill you in one hit. Charge battery buffer then. Take 11. Is there a better line than take 11? Could have hit the Mad Gremlin last turn. Could have full blocked this. I don't see a better line. Alright, we'll do that. That should be all the damage I take this fight. So 36 health is plenty for Champ. Plenty, I tell you. can do Streamline, Hologram, Streamline, Core Surge, Dual Cast, Chill. Pretty good turn. You dare. This does 4, then this does 39, then you're dead. You get a Gremlin Horn from the Gremlin Leader. I love it. A Genetic Algorithm Plus. I'll take that too. Permanently up this card's block by 3 each time we play it. Crowd, thanks for the 2 months. Very cool, very cozy. Heck yeah. If I definitely want to get through Champ, we can buy the Waffle here. Although I can't do Waffle and a card remove. Just a card remove looks fine to me. Without Echo Form, what's the latest I take Genetic Algorithm? Unupgraded, mid-Act 2. Upgraded, early Act 3 would be my limit, I think. And then if you have Echo Form, you can take an upgraded one mid to late Act 3 if you really want to. Blind is alright. Applies Weaken to a foe. Removes Artifact. Need my damage to be a little bit denser as we go into the champ fight. Gonna remove Defend here. I think I want to buy anything else here. We're going to upgrade. Zapper Dual Cast, maybe? Dual Cast upgrade seems kind of cool. Let's do this one. And I plan on using the Power Potion against Champ here. If we get an Echo Form or Creative AI, should be a very easy fight. Loop or Defrag or Capacitor help a little bit. Bias Cognition, I'll take that. That should make things pretty easy. We can use that with the Core Surge, although it might be a little while before we can draw them together. Champ is constantly applying debuffs, so it's not so easy to actually line up Bias Cog Core Surge. That should be our first priority, though. Just save buffer for execute. I think that's wise. There we go. So with Core Surge, Bias Cognition becomes gain 4 focus, lose the artifact, no other downside. Pretty sweet. We do want to hit Champ pretty hard here. The longer this fight goes on, the more it benefits Champ, realistically. We need to get the Streamline played, though. Yeah, huge algorithm here. 0 block, my god. Alright, I'll save my health. Back for you, Streamline. Alright, now we gotta get it played. This has to be 0 cost. And ideally, we want to exhaust all the one-time use cards that the deck has, like the algorithm. And the buffer, too. Let's play that. I have to not use it, but with 2 Frost Orbs, I think we're fine. Draw exactly these cards next turn. Block 27. Hello, reinforced. Stupid metallicize. Go sweeping beam. Streamline. Hologram. Fetch skim, actually. I can go dual cast. Ball lightning skim. Sell. When champ goes below 220, he'll switch into phase 2 here. This is actually a good turn to do it. As we won't be vuln for execute now. It's not quite what I had in mind, though. I guess we're just pushing damage and using buffer this turn. We'll get 1 buffer for execute. That's fine. He won't do more than 36 with the second hit. Don't think it's wise to play Beam Cell or Dual Cast, as I can draw 8 here. We have to push damage on Champ and kill him before he kills us now. Do I prefer Capacitor or Loop on Defect? Loop, generally. Yeah, I think I would say I prefer Loop. Alright, next turn is definitely scary with Execute and all that. I guess I'll Sweeping Beam. Beam Cell, we'll lose the Vuln. Do more right now, though. Champ removes all debuffs. Champ says, time to die, chump. And I say, don't kill me. I'm but an innocent little robot. You see? Champ says, no. I think you are a stinky robot. Little does Champ know that he's correct. But also, he's dead. GG. So yes, Streamline is in fact just enough damage to get us through that fight. And will continue to help us in later acts, with more help being given the more we can draw it. So card draw is really the priority here, although I suppose second buffer is also more than welcome. Hollywood, thanks for 46 months of support. We could take Meteor Strike and try to use it. We can play Meteor Strike because we have 4 base energy and Charge Battery or Happy Flower, potentially allowing it to be played. But I think I just want more buffers. I'll grab another buffer here. And it's Sozu, Runic Dome, or Black Star. Those are kind of oof. Boofer plus Dome. Tori plus Dome. I don't like those. Not a particularly good Sozu. I guess we could take Sozu, but it's going to make our late game way harder. Boss swappers do see Snecko here. Good for them. Yeah, that's the boss swap advantage, really. I guess I'll take a Black Star. Yeah, I guess I'll take a Black Star. We've already got some energy aid from relics here. I'm going to increase my relic count and try to scale that way as we go into the late game here. That is going to require us to take a relatively elite-heavy Act 3, and guess what? We can get 4 of them, which is about as good as anyone could have reasonably hoped for. That seems pretty good. In fact, I like this path the most. Get an early shop for a remove. We get the most upgrades. AKA, we get an upgrade. And we get some fights where we can hopefully get another copy of Skim or something. Or something. Spikers are a little tricky, with most of our attacks being area effect attacks. But we can make it work. We've got buffers, after all. Ancient Pot's pretty good. There's the self-repair. Who's our act boss? Donudeka. Yeah, let's take a self-repair. It's not so late that I think this isn't worth it. Definitely some fights that could cause us bodily harm, after all. I'm going to try to Hyper Beam here. Lowering all of their healths. Probably a good idea. Don't forget to play this. It's reinforced. Go, Gadget Streamline. Get him. And no hesitation, I click on a hologram here. Keep the current potions. I think they're pretty powerful. And go into our shop, which contains medical kits. Go for the eyes. Hello World is here. Healing is here. Card remove is here. How much do I like a medical kit? Lets me get rid of statuses in a couple of fights at the end game here, which does seem vaguely important. It's also good insurance against Nemesis killing me, which actually could be a thing. It's kind of scary, right? Nemesis? Nemesis is pretty scary. There's a small chance it lets me take an overclock as well, which would be kind of cool. I'm going to take that medical, that medical kit. Means we're 10 gold short of also removing, which I'm fine with. We'll just progress. Panic button did have some potential there. It's kind of interesting. Concerned by it, though. Bikers are back. Of course they are. Oh well, we won't let them give us a hard time here. Or will we? He's currently taking 1, so it's not worth buffering. Could play self-repair ball lightning, or I can just end turn here. I'm just going to end here for the moment. Keep drawing cards. Spikes are going up, but it's not my problem. We can use lightning orbs if we absolutely have to. Hey. You're not allowed to all attack me. What gives? How dare you? Alright, I'll be back for the other stuff. Need to make sure I don't get hit next turn. We're out of buffers now, so we gotta get a kill. And a kill we can get. With the power of Streamline. Get him, lightning orbs. You got this. What's the play here? Something like this. Speed this up a bit. Is it important to upgrade the other hologram at all? Yes, we want both holograms upgraded. For sure here. Card draw is also important upgrade. I don't know if Cool-Headed is good enough here. I do want Focus to make our Frost better, so I will grab a reusable Frost source. Can I handle these two? Probably only if I'm willing to invest at least one Flex Potion. But the reward will be well worth it. A rare relic, and we have full health anyway. Yeah, I'm going to use the Flex Potion here. Pretty 27, so don't play that. Good. Really good. You can't hurt me. I'm too powerful for you. Okay, well, this was actually super easy, apparently. We get an Unceasing Top, which is pretty mediocre. Could take a Rainbow. Also kind of mediocre. Ah. Sadness. Flex Potion died for this. It's okay, we didn't need Flex Potion. Guess I'll skip the Rainbow. I was thinking about Rainbow there. What's our damage plan for the end of the act into Act 4? Streamline. We already have our scaling damage. I need a way to scale block. Get this upgraded first, I guess. Alright, Repto's here. Repto is no problem. Chill, Repto. Interesting. And Ceasing Top drew our Streamline there. That could be a good thing, actually. Do we have any damage, though? No, but I have lots of orbs. So I could just buffer this. It's like crazy. Hello? No, I might as well Hollow, Streamline, kill you. Draw a new card. Play Genetic. And then, yeah, play Reinforced Body, I guess. Perfect block, by the way. No buffer used. Okay, we lose buffer to this hit. That's fine, too. Get in there, sweeping beams. Sweeping beam, go! Good work. Surely he cannot keep getting away with it. Surely, they said. Surely there's a limit to how many sweeping beams one can play in one fight. Alright, now we have healing per potion. We have 10 block on turn 1, and we have another pre-upgraded hologram, which makes Streamline even stronger. Get in here, third upgraded hologram. I'm going to recall now, so I have more options at the final fire. That way if we find a defrag or something, we can upgrade it here. Although probably I'll just upgrade Cool-Headed. More card draw is going to help this work. How's it going, Terra Oblivion? First time catching the stream? Glad to hear it. You know what would really turn this deck around for the late game is a Kunai or a Shuriken. Would I take Madnesses now? I guess they'd be okay with the 3 holograms, right? Guess they'd be okay. Core Surge gets used on Weaken here. I don't think I want to block that. Draw 8 again. Currently at 9. If I add 19, we go to 28. Reinforced Body won't block this unless nothing. Reinforced Body won't block that. What about now? If I go Genetic, Dual Cast, Boot Sequence. We can do 29, 39. Yes, we can do enough. Keep my buffer here. Play this for Ink Bottle. Ink Bottle Pocket Watch is a bit weird. But I like it ultimately. It means we draw cards if we do block. Or rather, if we draw cards if we play cards, we draw cards if we don't play cards. Works out either way. Oops. Never take hit on this turn. Hopefully just finding damage here. Alright, I need the other buffer next turn, so let's cut this turn short. But yeah, our damage is not quite fast enough, as you can see. Quite. All right, no leniency on this turn. We have to either win or not. I think we do win, though. We do win. This will do 36. This will do 46. This will do 16. Yeah, we're there. We're there. Whew. Get a potion belt for more potion holding. +1 dexterity to help with the whole blocking thing. We could take another beam cell or a double energy. Nah, we need more draw. How's it going, Mr. Fluffington? Been lurking in the channel for several years and have but one thing to say. I think you have grown a lot as a streamer in many ways. Which I'll take as a compliment. Personal growth is definitely a good thing. Yeah, good thing we didn't take Sozu, right? We can still buy potions. We got 2 more elites with 2 more relics each. Might even have to fight Giant Head again. Uh-oh, do we lose one of our precious sweeping beams? Or I could lose the unupgraded buffer. I don't really like losing the sweeping beam, honestly. It is still part of our damage and part of our draw. If we lose the unupgraded buffer, I don't mind that so much. Let's lose that, since we didn't upgrade it yet. We'll fight Nemesis. My bad. Great turn overall. Let's try to do charge battery reinforced and get more draw for next turn when it's vulnerable again. Let me try to kill it here. So we go beam cell, streamline, hologram. Streamline. I could hollow streamline again. Yes, I can. Fight. Smiling Mask is nice for cheap removes. Regal Pillow, not so nice, as we're already at full health. We want a Steam Barrier Plus that says block for 9. Almost. I almost want that. I don't think it's good enough, though. Yeah, Pillow with Coffee Dripper, unfortunately, but that's alright. You expect one of the relics to be useless when you get 8 from Elite's Dissect. Potion was good find, too. No turn 1 artifact here, unfortunately. So we'll have to block quite a bit each turn. Leave that for later. I could have blocked this with the Ancient Potion, but I'd much rather hold that for the heart. Strongly prefer. Hold that for heart. We have to block for 37 to full block. Let's go hologram, beam cell, reinforced. Draw 8. Yeah. Double hiya. Let the buffers take the hit. And then next turn, go for broke. With hologram on streamline into, you guessed it, hologram on streamline. And yeah, streamline can in fact do it all. Another potion. Old Snap Plus does vaguely decent damage and makes a Frost Orb, but I never did find any focus. Miskatonic Blue, happy 2 years. 24 months of support. This deck is going to fall apart in Act 4. Dang it. Don't have any Focus to go with the Frost. It's decent damage, though. I'll take it. With the upgrade, it's okay. And I do have to fight Giant Head again, which is not good. This deck wants a reprogram. Yeah, I am playing Hyper Beam this turn. So it should be Algorithm. Algorithm, Cold Snap, Hyper Beam, I think. Get ahead on damage here. Having one fewer to buffer to work with is very spooky, though. Wrong order. Tick-tock indeed. Okay, we can block this turn too. Beam Cell, Ball Lightning, Reinforced is good. And then we'd better make the most of our buffer turns, or else. Or else. Missing Streamline on this turn is really bad. I'm not sure what to do about that. I might want to use the Distilled Chaos now to try to hit the Streamline so I can play it twice more. I'll try that. Good, we got it. Okay, that should be all we needed to do. Yes, it does, yeah. 54 plus 56 or something. 60. All right, beat the Giant Head again. Get an Orichalcum, a Fear Potion, and recycle. Exhaust a card and gain energy equal to its cost. This is the card we have been waiting for. This will allow us to scale this deck through the late game and end game, and will allow Streamline to truly be the star of the show. That is a good find. We can even use the Unceasing Top. Interesting. Unceasing top value. How curious. I like that quite a lot. Quite a lot indeed. That means in most fights our goal is to exhaust all of the one-time use cards And then draw as much as possible so that we can get recycle along with expensive cards and our card draw cards. If I use this to block twice, it won't be enough, but I can buffer chill reinforced. That's worth it. Might as well charge battery reinforced then, since I'm already breaking Pocket Watch. Alright, let's only play 3 cards this turn. Lose Hyper Beam. Draw 4. This. Lose Defend. Lose Boot Sequence. Play these for Ink Bottle. Here we go. Hologram, Recycle. Recycle Ball Lightning. Hologram, Recycle, Recycle Zap. Play these, and now the Unceasing Top can draw. Skim. Okay, no recycle, unfortunately. We lose 1 buffer. I recycle the reinforced body. I think so. And then just give me charge battery. Don't get rid of Streamline. We're already not blocking for enough, so I guess I'll lose the charge battery? No, I need the charge battery. Just play the charge battery then. Actually, we do block enough also. I can't math. That saved me buffer. Okay, lose Cool-Headed. Lose Cold Snap 2. Lose Cold Snap 2. Means we're going to lose all our orbs shortly. But I'm cool with that. We should get rid of Skim, because Skim is no longer useful. Actually, wait. Draw with Skim. Skim shouldn't be doing anything, is my understanding here. Already full blocking this hit, so I can now play the Streamline. You're nervous now? There's no need to be nervous. At least not about this fight. Maybe about future fights, but not this fight. You love to see it. Do lose our last buffer here. That's fine. We got through Donu and Deka ultimately with not much problems. That was weird. GG. The spinning never ceases. Okay, we are fighting Time Eater. Time Eater could definitely give us some, quote, problems in this fight. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as you all expect here. Let's just let Pocket Watch start us out here. Timothy E. Eater. I am prepared to use a potion in this fight if need be. But I do not expect that need will be. You know? Slime could be an issue, certainly. Cards next turn. Okay, one big hit, we can just buffer that. Let's just go Streamline. Get rid of Self-Repair. Streamline is now free. No, it's not. Please stop giving me drawdown, Mr. Tim. Please and thank you. Got cards to get rid of, don't you understand? Be tolerating this garbage that you add. Should have played one more card last turn. What if I just play 2 this turn? Hourglass and Bronze Scales really do help quite a bit. Okay, that seems like another reasonable buffer turn, don't you think? Okay, let's leave it there. Actually, no, we gotta play Beam Cell. Hologram Beam Cell. Okay, let's leave it there. Calipers would be good here? I'm not sure about that. Not so sure about that. Perfect block. Let's not go overboard. You're already gonna cleanse debuffs next turn. There's no reasonable way I get a kill in 2 turns, right? I don't think so. Foolish, foolish. No damage we do on this turn would matter. Set for 3 cards next turn. Pick 1. First point of damage to Time Eater. It finally happened. Let's lose one of these hollows. Cards next turn. Don't get much of a draw here, though. This could hurt. 1. Yikes. 2, 3. Okay, that hurts. That actually really hurts. We're out of here, though. This fight's almost over. We're going to Act 4. Yeah, we good. Are we, though? Get me the heck out of here. Tim. GG. This deck does, in fact, beat Time Eater and goes to Act 4. Two thump, two thump, two thump, but deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this blappage? We're doing all this without focus, just a recycle and some block cards. I really was hoping we'd find something a little bit more helpful before the late game, but we'll make do with what we have and see how far we can get. Quite frankly, I am not expecting to be able to beat Act 4 with this deck, but it's possible. It is possible. And I think the most possible version of it is going to be one with a bit more draw here, with a cool-headed plus. Sundial or Abacus could definitely save our bacon here. There's a few things that could bail us out. Don't feel like these are they. Although, what about Turbo? It's unupgraded, unfortunately. So it's only +1 energy. Seems kind of good, though. What about magnetism? How desperate do you have to be with magnetism? The void messes up the infinite, though? Does it? We can play it. We have medical kit. So the void is -1 energy and 2 or 3 damage from Beat of Death, but we still get +1 net energy from the turbo. So we might be able to use it. I really wish this was an upgraded turbo. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Still feels like our best bet. Would I pick Reprogram? Yes. Definitely. I would pick Reprogram here. What's our remove? Probably Zap. Yeah, Zap can finally go. Take a Swift Potion. think about maybe swapping a different potion here. Remove Zap. Since I have enough money left over, I guess Sling of Courage makes the elites a bit easier. We'd prefer not to use excessive resources in that fight. So sure, let's buy the Sling with the rest of our cash. And see how this goes. I'm uncertain. Pretty good turn 1, though. We can do Charge Battery. Actually, no, we can do Boot Sequence Buffer Streamline turn 1, which is excellent. Then we draw 8, 2 of which will be statuses next turn. But we get to play those statuses and destroy them. And then lots of damage facing us next turn. But we have options for bailing out. Could play Charge Battery instead of the Streamline, but I really think we need to get this played. In-cheapified, as it were. Could face the shield here. I don't think that's my first target. Ugh. That ain't good. Okay, that is good, though. Let's see. We block for 54, so we lose 1 buffer. Next turn could be spooky, though, but we have a buffer, so yeah, we're fine. Also lose a point of strength from the shield debuffing us there. But yeah, this turn's not great, but that's okay, because buffer. As aforementioned, because buffer, everything is fine. Still haven't drawn Recycle, which is definitely not what you want to see here. Could hollow Reinforced Body and turn around, but that's not getting us any progress in this fight. So I don't think so. Don't bother. Let's pocket watch this turn. I need to kill the spear quickly. Turbo Skim seems like a pretty good draw for that. Yeah, this will work. Excuse you. There we are. Reinforced Body coming up is a good thing, I believe. Let's just get more energy for that. And get rid of this Defend as well. Can self-repair Reinforced Body. Okay, so we'll go into the heart fight with 60 health and a bunch of healing from the potions. That's really good. We did this without using a potion. Really good. It would be nice to set Happy Flower to a slightly different number, maybe? I'm okay with this, though. Let's just get out of here. Pennib plus Art of War. Art of War has promise. I don't think Algorithm has promise. I don't think Leap has promise. But the Pen Nib and the Art of War, those could do things. All right, we made it all the way to the heart fight with this combat defect, you could call it. No orb scaling, all block cards and attack cards. This will be rather interesting. Let's go. Okay, we got Recycle, Skim, turn 1. That's pretty encouraging, in my opinion. I think if this fight is going to go well, it needs to start out with recycling pretty much as many cards as possible. Although not these cards. Core Surge turn 1 means we can block Vulnerable. Maybe I also use the Ancient Potion to block Frail. Isn't there an infinite here? Yes, with an asterisk. Yes, with an asterisk. The challenge is actually exhausting all the cards except for the ones in the infinite. I might need to use this Swift Potion immediately here. Let's see. Ooh, that's good. Okay, let's get Buffer down. Okay, how do I want this to go? I guess I can recycle the Self-Prepare for Energy this turn, and then I can play Core Surge and Buffer. Do we use the Colorless Potion now? I think I use it next turn. We'd like Dark Shackles or something. Yeah, a couple of the asterisk being, is it a block positive infinite? Is it a block positive infinite after Beat of Death becomes 3? I have to ask both of those questions. Oop. Get rid of this. Play this, play this. I think that's a good turn 1. We get rid of Ascender's Bane. Don't get bonus draw next turn, but we have a Buffer in play to stop the big hit if it comes first. Instead, it's the multi-hit, which is a little concerning. All right, what's our Colorless Potion? Mayhem, Deep Breath, and Enlightenment. Concerning. This might not do it. Mayhem gonna save us? I don't think I would trust Mayhem here. Although, actually, this deck, maybe it is correct. No, it could play a Hyper Beam and then we're screwed. I guess I don't have a better choice, right? Mayhem eats all the buffers? No, don't worry. We have to lose the buffers anyway. Don't worry about those. Although, do I Swift Potion next? I think so. We do get the reinforced. So actually we can keep Buffer. Hold on. Cool. I can keep my Buffer. I think. What is this? Hologram, then Turbo, then Reinforced? No, that won't be quite enough, actually. I have to hologram the genetic algorithm. Which I also want to remove, so that's fine. Then I have to not play any cards. I guess we can play Chill, right? Because I take 2 and then I block 2. So we can play the Chill as the 3rd card. Okay, we keep Buffer. That's great news. We could also play Reinforce now, but Pocket Watch. You love to see it. Get rid of this. 7 energy. So again, the goal is to delete as many cards as possible, not just to play stuff. Assume we're buffering this hit, so the goal is to play Hologram a bunch of times. And play the statuses, too. Now is the time for Mayhem? Now is not the time for Mayhem. Now is the time for Hologram. We do hologram, hologram. Hologram recycle. Recycle this defend. And play streamline to make it cheaper. Then buffer. Or I could do cold... No, I can't do cold snap. I'd run out of energy. I think I want to save this for 5 health, this potion, even though we could do more damage with it right now. Rather have the 5 health later in this fight. Okay. Excellent turn. We exhausted so many cards there. Am I willing to lose buffer now? I think the answer is yes. We should just play as many cards as possible. Okay, recycle Ball Lightning. Recycle Mayhem. Recycle Dual Cast. Hollow Skim. I don't want to draw this next turn, surely. Or charge battery. We'll skim. And then what? Turbo streamline? Do we dare turbo? I do dare turbo. Bubble. It's a bit worried about turns like this. Although, we have Tori. We're actually not that much in danger here. Okay, let's play more cards then. Good. Get rid of... Hold Snap and Sweeping Beam. More damage. Draw more. Excellent Void draw. No reason to play the Void. Although I could Void to Turbo to draw into these. I think I'd rather not. I'd rather draw the Reinforced Body on the big hit next turn, guaranteed. With Happy Flower here. Very good turn. Start with drawing. I have 7 energy somehow. We have Pendib set up somehow. Deal 40. Cool-headed, draw 2 more. This feels like it. Whatever it is, this is. Get rid of one of the holograms. Get rid of Sweeping Beam. We have to get rid of Reinforced Body eventually? I think so. What if I play Turbo first? But Baalorlord, how do we block now? They asked in unison. You scale with charge battery, obviously. Gain 4 additional energy next turn. But how does this deck beat Time Eater? Good question. Very good question. Quarter. Beat of Death, though. Beat of Death's about to become 3 as well. We don't need Beam Cell anymore. Four additional energy next turn. 5 additional energy next turn. The cycle ends for now. For Pocket Watch, we played 33 cards there. That's a big number, Mr. Hart. You sure you wouldn't rather not? Are you sure? You sure you wouldn't rather not? All right, Turbo, your time is over. I believe. Well, we better keep it. Let's make sure we can win this turn. The Beat of Death won't stop me. But we can't win this turn. Holy heck. Just realized that. Am I dead? This is not block positive anymore. Thought I had a kill here. Thorns don't do 56 damage, unfortunately. Also, in order to do the Thorns damage, we have to survive the 90. Although 56 minus 17 is less than 45. But yeah, it's not enough health is the current problem. Oof, that's not good either. Also, I think our infinite just broke. Do I live? We have 26 plus 56. I think that's enough. Talk about a close W. GG. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow on Twitch to watch the content live. Click the link in the description below.